Good evening, otherworldlies. This is Juliana Angel, your dark mask diva. So, I just got a question. Somebody was basically telling me that they have an ex that won't quit bugging them. Alright, otherworldlies. So, if you've been watching me for a while, you know what I say about exes. Why do you still have your ex in your life? You know what I say. Once that person's your ex, you're not supposed to be associating with them anymore. Alright? You don't stay friends with your ex. Okay? You don't talk to him anymore. Okay? And you know why? Because the more you associate with them, the more they think they have a chance of getting back together. If you say, I still want to be friends, or whatever, all they hear is, we're just breaking up for 24 hours. We're still getting back together. I'm just playing, okay? I'm just mad at you right now. I don't really mean this. I'm just playing a head game with you. We're not really breaking up. Okay, that's what they really think is going on, okay? So, when you break up with them, you're not supposed to talk to them at all. When you see them coming, you're supposed to walk the other way. You're supposed to physically show them you don't want to have anything to do with them and say, we're not going to hang out anymore, we're not going to talk anymore. This means we're not going to be around each other anymore, okay? And if you have to be at work with them or be at school with them or whatever, you just avoid them as much as possible and be like, we don't hate each other, but we're really not, it's really not, we're not going to be involved with each other. Okay? We need to go our separate ways, basically. So, as Sensational says, X means execution. Okay? That's how he puts it. So, the person told me, yeah, my ex keeps bugging me. They keeps bothering me, and basically what they told me is my ex keeps begging. Alright, so if the ex, you're in public and the ex is making a scene, you guys know what that ex is, right? The ex is making a scene. The ex is begging you. You know what the ex is, right? You guys know what that is. That's a bozo or a bozette. You have problems. The ex is making a scene and embarrassing you. You got a bozo. You got a bozette. Okay. Well, here's one thing you can do. And I hope I don't get in trouble for talking about this. Okay, so that person is a pain. Alright. You should not be nice to him. Just tell him get lost. I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Stop begging me. I already broke up with you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. So you basically need to use language like that. Like, go away. Okay? Go. You probably have a lot of people who are glad that you broke up with them. Alright? And you need to tell people, yeah, the reason I broke up with this person is because they did this, that, and the other. Okay? So you need to not be afraid to tell people why you really broke up with them. Okay? And don't, there are reasons that you break up with people, and you probably had a good reason for breaking up with this person, okay? And don't be afraid of looking like the bad guy, alright? Because what they're doing is they're trying to make you look like a bad guy, because they're trying to socially pressure you to get back together, alright? So for you not to tell people why you really broke up with them is they're making you look like the big meanie, right? And that's what bozos do. So you need to protect yourself by telling your friends, yeah, this person just, you need to tell other people about their bozo tendencies. So it doesn't just look like you broke up with them to date somebody else or something like that. You just broke up with them, for some BS reason or something, that you just said, I need space, or that you're not being stupid, that like, yeah, this person never took me out, and this person did this and they did that, and they were always doing this. Yeah, I had a good reason for breaking up with them. They did that. And people are like, ew. So they know that you have a good reason and that you don't want to get back together with them. Because you know what bozos and bozettes do. They pull other people in and they incorporate other people to try to get back with you. And they harass you and they bug you. Alright, this is what you do. You fight fire with fire. You have somebody who did not like you with that person. Right? You have somebody who would love to have a confrontation with that person. Somebody who did not want you with that person. Alright? Somebody who wants to have a physical confrontation with that person, but never did out of respect for you. Alright, now is the time for you to call that person up and go, hey, I broke up with what's his face. I broke up with what's her face. And they're going to be like, oh, are you really done with him? You're like, yeah, I'm really done with him. And look, they're bugging me. They won't leave me alone. Can you go have a talk with him? And that person's like, yeah, sure, I'll go have a talk with him. So they're going to go have a talk with him. All right. That person's going to have a harder time following you and trying to walk you, right? You guys know what the bozos and bozettes do. They wait till you're walking around and they walk you, right? They do that. They're going to have a harder time walking you is every time they go out and walking around, they're getting jumped, right? By that friend of yours who didn't like you with them. They're getting, if they're always laying up on the couch because they're busted and bruised up, they're not going to follow you all the time, right? Because they don't feel good. They got a black eye, they're bleeding, they're not going to feel like following you around if every time they leave the house somebody's jumping them, right? Okay, I hope I don't get in trouble for this. But well, they're sending people after you, telling you that you should take them back, right? And they're bugging you and they're calling you up and begging you. All right, the first thing you need to do is block their number. And then you need to tell everybody else what they did, okay? That was so bad. Because they're counting on you not to tell anybody what happened. So you need to start telling people, yeah. All right, that was either they were just annoying, they were stalkerish, they were whatever it was, okay? Because you're probably a nice person. You're probably too nice to tell everybody the reason you broke up with him. All right, you need to quit being so freaking nice because that's what they're counting on, okay? Tell them the reason. I mean, if you might not want to talk about whack dick, but if it's something else that's, like, yeah, they never took me out, they never did this, they never did that, people are going to go, okay, well, you know what, I see this person had standards. If you're with a bozette and she just had bad hygiene, be like, yeah, she never liked to take a freaking bath. I don't want to be with a chick like that. I want to be with a chick who takes a bath. Okay, I don't want to be with a chick that doesn't take care of herself. I think that's nasty. I don't want to be with somebody like that, okay? I want to be with somebody who respects herself more. I don't want to be with somebody who, eats fast food all the time and wants to smoke all the time. All right? I'd rather not be with somebody like that. That's not okay with me. It's all right to tell people that. She doesn't take care of herself. I don't like that. Okay? I'd rather be with somebody, who takes a little more pride in herself. It's all right to tell people that. All right? And same with the bozos. I want somebody who holds a job down. I don't want somebody who's texting me all day, WYD and wavy hand all day long. I don't want that. I don't want to deal with somebody like that and having to tell them stop doing that. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that all day. That's annoying. And now this person is being a complete and total stalker. And I'm telling them, go away, I don't want to be with you anymore. And they won't back off. That person is, showing mental instability. Why would I want to be with somebody that has a problem like that? And now that's extremely disrespectful, and it's wrong what they're doing. Okay, yeah, somebody's going to want to help you take care of that problem. So, and word's going to get around, and the bozo is going to get embarrassed, and they're going to get tired of getting into fights. Okay? They're going to get sick of it. They're going to get sick of every time they leave the house. They're going to get tired of getting into a fight. They're going to get tired of people going, "Hey, I heard you're a stalker. Hey, you look like a fool. Hey, I heard you can't hold down a job. Hey, I heard you don't take a bath. Hey, why are you, that's really messed up the way you won't leave so-and-so alone. Why do you keep driving by that guy's house? What's wrong with you? Come on, why don't you knock that stuff off?" And they're going to get tired of looking over their shoulder because your friends get in their face and go, "Knock it off." Or worse, they're really going to get tired of it. So that's how you get them to stop bugging you. But you need to be firm with them and say, "You need to leave me alone." Use those words. "You need to leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you after this." Don't be like, "We can still be friends." No. You don't need to be associating with your ex. Okay? It's like that person is an ex for a reason. They're just somebody who does not want to take no for an answer. Okay? And they need to channel that into making themselves a better person. They just don't want to let you go because you're the best thing that ever happened to them. And you realize that you're just tired of their mess. Instead of improving themselves, they just don't want to let you go. Okay? But you don't need their nonsense. Right? So, yeah. Person who wrote to me, that person's a bozo. Okay? That person's begging you. That is some weak stuff. Anyone who begs and is not saying, "What did I do wrong? What can I do better?" or "I'm really sorry for what I did," and they're stalking you. Alright, that's really sick of them. You need to tell them, "Leave me alone and do not bother me again." And tell one of your friends who wants to confront them. Okay? Make them uncomfortable. Make them 10 times more uncomfortable than they're making you. Okay? And I hope I do not get in trouble for making this content. So, you all have a wonderful evening, otherworldlies, and I will see you in the next one. Good night.